Yep. Captain Viraf, we take your permission to start the event.
So looking forward to it, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Arun?
Yes, sir. Good morning to one and all. I, Cadet Aaron Fernandez from HIMT, is honored to welcome you for day 2 of Technovision. We had a successful day 1 where there were events like paper presentation, pipeline tracing, flag frenzy, geomarine, and electrical skills. We had great participation yesterday, and all participants were very enthusiastic in their respective events. We were blessed to have among us Shri Surendra M. Rai, sir, as our chief guest, and Captain Vinod Naveen, sir, as our guest of honor. I look forward to carry the same excitement from day 1 to day 2. The events for day 2 are as follows: Technobate, Quiz Final, Marine Machinery Montage, Moscow, and Doodle Art. I wish all the participants the very best for their events today, and may the best team win. Once again, welcome to day 2 of Technovision 2021.
Yeah, thanks, Arun. Abhinav, can we have the curtains? Captain Viraf, may I request you to declare this event open, sir, day 2 event.
Thank you so much for the privilege, and I invite everybody to join in opening this event and having a successful participation at par with yesterday's success as well, sir. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. All right, sir. Thank you very much. Arun, we can continue.
I now request everyone to spend a moment in prayer, asking the Lord Almighty to bless us and to thank Him for guiding us throughout the event.
Amritam Gamaya Sarvesham Swastirбhavatu Sarvesham Shantirбhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
I now humbly request our CEO, Shri Sanjeev S. Vakil sir, to take over and address the gathering.
Yeah, good morning to all. So after the invocation with the blessings of God, yes, let's start the day 2 of this particular session. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our honorable chief guest, Captain Viraf Chijgar, head of Fleet Management Training Institute. Of course, our distinguished guest of honor will be joining shortly, Captain S.R. Patnaik, CEO and Director of International Shipping and Logistics, who are also our sponsors. Welcome to yourselves. So a warm welcome to again the participants after yesterday's event. It was a thrilled event. All the participants who came in from various colleges of India, welcome to you all, and also those faculty, staff, and students who are present here. We are glad to see that this particular Technovision, which is on a virtual mode, Last year we skipped because of pandemic, but then we did start this again this year from after 2018. Sorry, 2019. I think this is 20 we missed, and 21 we have started across. And we are glad again to inform the chief guest that we have 11 colleges participating here. Again, I would like to welcome each of these participants. Basically, 11 colleges: Tolani Maritime Institute, Samudra Institute of Maritime Studies, the Great Eastern Institute of Maritime Studies, IMU Chennai, IMU Kolkata, IMU Mumbai, Manet Pune, Eurotech, SVC Chennai, and Kunjali Markar School of Managing Kochi. So this 10, and of course, our cadets from HIMT who are certainly the backbone and who have organized this whole session. It has been a event which has been organized by a core team, Captain Subra, Mr. Mani, and Mr. Ganapati Rao, and few others, along with the whole team of cadets. So completely this session, which is online, I would welcome all our cadets, the team who have been here. It's all, I think I welcome each of them for this whole session. So Captain Viraf, I would say that Captain Viraf is known to me for a couple of years. He is the authority. I know him as a person who is a very humble gentleman, an excellent trainer, and probably the person, anything and everything, the authority or a walking encyclopedia of ECDIS. Anything anybody wants to know on ECDIS, I think globally, I think he is a person whom I think the whole world refers to. So welcome to you, sir. Your IT skills certainly has motivated. I've been seeing you at various forums of MTG, and your thoughts, and you are quite savvy on the computers, and probably when we discussed last time also, you told that, okay, the training itself online, the cloud simulation itself is something future, which probably you have been doing it extensively, and probably we'll learn from you. Technology, this session is on technology, and we as HIMT also would like to learn a lot. We learned a lot yesterday from the student participants who gave excellent presentations yesterday. And for sure, I think you are one of them. And thanks for accepting our invitation at short notice and coming in today, without which I think this session would not have been a success. So we're also thankful to you, because it is you who are also probably, along with technology, also were the first person whom I spoke across on IGF code, and today fleet management. I think if we have started IGF code, which is probably we are a second institute in India to have started. I think you have been again instrumental to give us this particular support and give us across. So thank you, sir. So our special thanks once again to all the colleges who have come. Yesterday, we all had a good session into 7 to 8 breakout rooms. There were some glitches for sure, but I think from that we have learned, and we'll try to do something better today. So the message to the cadets is, I would only say that inspiration and hard work are the most important part of your success. We look at you, at tomorrow's leaders and managers with new ideas and innovations, which will make a difference in the life around you. We would like to see your actions filled with enthusiasm and zest. Learning is a lifelong process, and you must continue to sharpen your skills during your professional career. We want you to be among the best in your peer groups and make your alma mater proud, because that's one place, the college which you represent is one thing which you cannot change forever in your life. Every document, people change companies, people change jobs, but then anybody would ask which organization, which institution you work, which school or which college, that's one thing which probably you cannot change. So I think each of you, it's a message to you all that you're making your alma mater proud for sure. So on behalf of HIMT, I wish you all success in your future endeavors. And once again, welcome each of you. And I request the distinguished dignitaries and the learned faculty to lavish your unconditional love and the choices, blessings on this enthusiastic teams. For those who don't make up, yes, yesterday also, I think it was a narrow between the second and the runner-up. There were I think narrow points which made a difference, but those who don't make it up to the first or second prize, don't lose heart. It is important that you have participated. Winning and losing are just part of the process. You have been shortlisted and sent to represent your college, which means that you all are very good and you all are the winners. Certainly, yesterday's winners, we forgot to inform that, okay, along with the certificate, we also have a cash prize for the first prize as well as the runner-ups, which I think probably would declare today. So all would be also getting a cash prize. So I'd like to end with this quote of, again, late Dr. Abdul Kalam, that success is not the key of happiness. Happiness is the key to the success. And if you know what you are doing, you are already succeeded. So thank you, all the cadets who are here, and thanks to all the relatives and especially our chief guest. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your warm words of welcome. I now request Shri Maniji sir to introduce our honorable chief guest, Captain Viraf Chijgar sir, to the gathering.
Good morning to one and all, and I take this unique pleasure in introducing Captain Viraf Chijgar, head of FMTI, which is called as Fleet Management Training Institution. So let's look at the eminence of the dignitary who has joined us and spared his time. The student community need to understand and take inspiration from such people who achieve a lot, and they set you the benchmarks against which you should measure your career growth and try to at least keep your career path in such a way that you at least measure up here. So starting right away, Captain Viraf started his sailing career with the Bergesen tankers, Oslo, which is now called BW Tankers. It's part of the larger BW group. Having started there, after that, during the course of this extensive career of 19 years, he sailed in ULCCs, that means ultra-large crude carriers. He's been on ultra-large ore carriers. He's been on ice-class ships, large ice-class ships, and quite a few other types of ships as well. Having had a long, successful journey of 19 years at sea, he then stepped ashore. Now he's completed 10 years ashore, and he's been in the training field ever since he took over FMTI and started this. FMTI has never looked back and has been moving paces and doing very well. He heads FMTI, and he, as was mentioned by our CEO, I need to just repeat what that. He was a founder and key member of the EGDIS support cell. His team has the highest say and knowledge contribution towards the EGDIS thing, to such an extent that they were awarded a Global Navigation Safety Award during the World EGDIS Day. So that speaks a lot about Captain Viraf and his extensive knowledge on EGDIS technology. Captain Viraf is a believer in being computer savvy and being at the forefront of anything which you call as technology in our maritime industry. So he strongly believes that the maritime education has to be married with technology, and this blended mix of technology added to conventional training will make all the difference and take us to the next level of education in terms of how we deliver, how the students receive it, and how we take this entire journey forward. So that's about his core skill. Highly interested in nascent and maritime technologies like semi-autonomous ships, use of digital twin technologies, remote monitoring of ships, vessel maintenance and equipment using technology, so that anytime, anywhere kind of context can be applied. So with such extensive achievement, I invite Captain Viraf Chijgar to say a few words, motivate the boys, and also explain the context of our industry, how it is going to shape going forward, sir. Welcome on board our Technovision Day 2, sir, our new ship. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I would like to first thank Mr. Sanjeev Vakil, sir, Captain Subramaniam, Mr. Kirtan, and most of all the HIMT staff who are known stalwarts already, and the students, young men and women who have taken out their time, put in a lot of effort yesterday and today. And I hope to gain from all these efforts. The whole idea of promptly accepting Mr. Vakil sir's kind invite was primarily to learn today. I'm very certain I will step out this afternoon with a lot of extra knowledge about things which I thought I knew, but I certainly didn't. Coming to it, I am certain that the agenda says 10 minutes, and the young officers that we have here, the boys and girls, are expecting as a chief guest that I am going to spend those 10 minutes saying, as the culture requires, customary things good about HIMT. So that would be expected out of me, and I'm going to do that. But I would like to bring out one thing here. I will be doing that not out of custom or Indian culture. I will be doing that with a strong belief in what I say about HIMT next. In terms of HIMT's leads as a corporate with all the good things which is required to lead for a corporate to be a market leader. It's got the infrastructure, it's got key human resources, it's got fantastic equipment, it's got innovation, and most importantly, it's got initiative. Now, that is the perfect formula for a corporate. But what HIMT in the recent years that I have had the pleasure and honor of being associated is different with Mr. Vakil's team at HIMT, and which is the core of any kind of training is its willingness to share knowledge. Now, that is what sets HIMT apart from a lot of other peers. The willingness not just to share knowledge, but to share it freely. HIMT has never discriminated that if you are a client or a potential client for HIMT, for Mr. Vakil's team, everybody is a learner and they share their platform, whether it's webinars, whether it is online tutorials, whether using their platform for other establishments. They have been the key runners. Last year, they were the first of the blocks in running things on Zoom. Everybody has only followed their lead, and they have been very generous in these beneficiary activities. And that is where HIMT for me stands out. On behalf of Fleet Management Hong Kong, and on a personal level, I would say that I am extremely privileged and honored to be associated with HIMT. And thank you for this opportunity. So that's a heartfelt compliment which I have for the HIMT team. And coming back to the core subject and a topic for today, I just would like to start that with a small poll, which I apologize again. I quite close to midnight. I harassed Captain Subramaniam on it, so I would just request him if he can put this poll, and I would request the young boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, to please participate in this poll. So it reads out: when do you expect semi-autonomous or autonomous
Get in the poll, please.
to appear as part of mainstream merchant navy? I repeat it again. It says, when do you expect semi-autonomous or autonomous ships to appear as part of mainstream merchant navy? The options for the poll are before year 2025, between 2025 and 2030, after year 2030, or never fully part of the mainstream.
Just a second, sir. Ketan, you have the poll?
Yes, it's already on the screen, sir.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Sorry.
So may I confirm if the poll results are visible and live for everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to build up on this poll results. And I would like to let you know where I stand. There is, of course, in a poll, there is no one right answer. It's an opinion of the masses. And I would like to just highlight my views on the subject. But before I do that, I would like to make a disclaimer. I will be, trying to learn from the techno debate, and the participants in the debate. I just want them to be reassured that my personal views on the subject will not influence your debate. The debate, the entire idea of a debate is the skill in which you portray your views across. So they may not match my views, but you don't have to worry about that. It is the skill in which you portray your views across which will be valued at the debate. I would like to share that I come into the very small 5% who have opted for Group A, and I would like to explain why I have views as such. Now, we are all familiar with Mr. Jeff Bezos, more so because his wife has costed him a very expensive divorce alimony. But we're also familiar with Mr. Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. Now, these people have already invaded your home with automation, whether you like it or not. They are influencing your decision, not just on what you see, but what you buy, what you this thing. And these are big corporates. These corporates have, jumped over the oil majors. They have jumped over the technology companies, jumped over the pharmaceutical companies, and possibly even the arms and defense companies. Now that is a big jump. Now they have the financial clout to decide where this technology will reach. At the moment, it's reaching your home. Very soon, it will reach your roads. And once that happens, it's just a matter of time. It will gain the kind of momentum and snowball into every industry. Now, what impedes any technological development in an industry? It is one simple factor: capex investment. Now, once they have decided to invest in our field, the technology, the research has been going on for years, but it's not been brought up to the forefront. Once these investors are investing, and mind you, Amazon is very interested in being a multimodal transport partner. It's was into sales, but with sales came in moving the product, and now they have a extensive network of moving things from place A to B. So it's a matter of time they will, involve themselves with the maritime industry as well. Once that happens, what is happening in the semi-autonomous and the autonomous world of ships will have the finances to go ahead, and it will simply keep on building up in momentum. And while its presence will be small enough today that the electric vehicles have on the roads today, presence will be small, but you can see that even our government has introduced FAME 2 subsidy, etc. Once governments and corporates are interested, it will roll out quite faster. Please also understand why I would opt for 2025 is when we look at autonomous or semi-autonomous ships, we tend to think traditionally on the existing propulsion systems and the existing machinery. Now, that is difficult, if not impossible, to automate. When you are trying to piggyback a technology on existing technology, it is always a challenge. But when you look at it on developing a technology from scratch, and in that we have people here who are all familiar with what is an auxiliary engine. That is a normal combustion IC engine which generates electricity. Now, if your propulsion system is not dependent on direct drive from an IC engine, but in fact on electrical motors, which are being either powered from these IC engines, or a system where there is nuclear power providing supply to not just the port, but to hinterland, and that is clean energy, mind you, will be charging the supplies to these vessels, or it could be hydrogen cell also. The fact of the matter is, if your propulsion is electronically controlled, it has intense value because automation will allow whatever the propulsion system is, you will be able to control the angle, the pitch, the RPM down to the smallest of increments, something you can't do accurately in IC engines. so far. So if we think out of the box, if we not clubs autonomous or semi-autonomous ships only with the existing IC engines, you will realize that there is some merit in the argument that I just presented. And I would not be very surprised or very shocked to see this development happen in the next 5 years. Already there are parts of the world which are exclusively being used as what's called a living laboratory. They are actually having these kind of ships move between berth to berth in a very small zone and testing its responses. So a semi-autonomous ship where the ocean-going voyage is being overseen by computers, is overseen by a digital twin linked with threads, and the thread being VSAT, which is getting cheaper and better, is not so much of a distant dream. With the 24% who's saying never fully part of the mainstream, I'm sorry, I don't see that. It's just resistance of change. I feel with the pandemic today, people have realized the potential of remote operation of systems, remote operation of businesses. This will only fast track thanks to the pandemic. And the classic example to conclude this extensively long talk is I tried to make the best of the post-lockdown sales going on and purchased a smart speaker. Any expenditure, as the senior members of the fraternity know, made on a household needs to have the wife's approval. And I had to prove to my wife that it was not money wasted on a gizmo. Last night itself, I asked Alexa, switch on AC, and I was vindicated because the AC came on. Now, I should have quit while I am ahead, because the next thing I told Alexa to do is drop temperature to 25, and Alexa responded as most females do. They don't like to take orders too often. She said, I cannot do that because my system is not integrated with certain settings. I realized my AC was on an economy mode, and Alexa did not have powers to override that economy setting and would not drop the temperature any further. Now, that is the counter argument for autonomous behavior. There will be glitches, there will be bugs. I fell flat on my face. The justification for the purchase was not vindicated after all. I should have quit while I was ahead. Putting that into perspective, I would ask the youngsters to please do not limit yourself. You're getting a wonderful education at HIMT. It's an all-round education, but do not limit yourself only to gaining that knowledge. Please apply that at sea. Please ask questions. Please implement this knowledge. Ask yourself that I know that SOLAS chapter 2 says that the steering gear must go from hard over to one side to 30 degrees on the other side in 28 seconds. Ask questions. SOLAS doesn't tell you why 30 degrees and why not hard over to hard over. It's not an orals question to ask that, do you know the timing, or do you know from 30 to one side, or what's it? You have to ask people on board, why 30? Why not 32? Why not 35? What is the technical challenge, or what is the technical limits put at 30? When you get that question in your head, and when you get the answer which is relevant, that is when your education is completed, and completed only for that subject. Move along onto the next question. Please keep a habit of implementing what you learn. Please keep a habit of not being satisfied with what you know. Ask, ask, and ask. Education, as Mr. Vakil sir correctly said, studying never stops. It stops when you stop breathing, or when you choose not to educate yourself. With that, sir, I've already gone past my 10-minute slot, I think. I apologize for the same, and request the kind ladies and gentlemen to please continue with this event, which we are all looking forward to.
Thank you very much. Thank you for a very enlightening speech. Thanks a lot. Aaron, can you take over?
Yes, sir. Thank you for your speech, sir. It was very enlightening, and for all your words of wisdom. We are also very glad to have you in our midst, and hope you have a great time today.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
So now we proceed towards the events. All our events are being held in separate breakout rooms. There's a symbol of breakout rooms, as you will see at the bottom. There will be a button with 4 squares on it. You all can click on the button and select whichever breakout room you want to join. If you wish to leave the breakout room, there will be a blue color button on the bottom right corner of your screens. So before all of you leave, I humbly request all the participants to please check the breakout rooms that they are entering into. This is only to avoid chaos.
Aaron, I think Garish will again give them a small description of how to join up. Garish, all yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Is my screen visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
First, I'm going to explain the technical part of the Zoom platform. So, yeah. So we have over here the 2 different views. You can either switch to the gallery view or the speaker view. So if you switch to speaker view, you can see only who's speaking. That's one of the feature. And we have the mute option and the video switching and on off. Then we have the breakout room. You click this breakout room, you can see various rooms which are available. And if you need to enter into any one of these rooms, you just have to click the join button and it will ask which are you ready to join, then click on it. Now you're taken into that particular breakout room. Like I've choose the quiz final now. So we are entering into the quiz room. So over here, we can see it is a quiz final room. So you are in the quiz final breakout room. Now at a moment, if you are feeling like you want to move to separate room, click here and you can see leave breakout room. Just click this leave breakout room, nothing else. Once you click the leave breakout room, you are going to be taken to the main room. This particular room where we are all now. From here, again, we'll be able to migrate to any other rooms just by clicking the breakout room button. It's a very simple procedure and very easy to navigate. So that's it. And I wish you all a good luck. Anybody, any doubts?
Okay. Thank you, Garish.
No, sir. Yeah. Thank you, Garish.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Aaron, just tell.
I request everyone to join the breakout rooms as depending on the events that they have participated in. Thank you. Also, I request Cadet Shrohit Prem to take over.
Right.
Shrohit.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yesterday, who joined in yesterday. I hope you know how to go into your breakout rooms, and I'll be here today all along to guide you to your respective breakout rooms. So I'll be repeating once again. You can see.
Shrohit, we lost your voice.
Yeah, I think we can tell all the cadets to join the various rooms, and let's start the event. Cadets, kindly join your rooms and we'll start the events. Captain Supra,
is my audio on, sir?
Yeah.
Now
Thanks to it.
Yes, sir. So
yeah, we are done with it. So we are proceeding to the rooms.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Sam Show, co-host. Adyan, co-host. Abhinav, co-host.
Please inform us if you want to join any breakout rooms. We are here to help you.
Excuse me, but then this Rajsekhar Reddy, I can't find the breakout room option in the below space.
Can you join from mobile?
No, I've joined from laptop only.
It is there on the right
Rajsekhar,
corner.
I hope you're using the updated version of Zoom.
So do I have to?
Yes,
yeah, I have.
Yeah. So which event do you want to go to, Rajsekhar?
I want Marine Montage quiz.
Okay, so please hold on.
Yes,
do you have
thank
control
you.
to?
Thank you, Shruti Prem.
I am facing the same problem.
Please be patient, Chetan. Which room do you want to go to, Chetan, sir?
Chetan, which room you want to go?
Moscow.
Okay. All right.
Sign.
Thank you.
Anyone else you want to join? Anyone?
Yeah, viewers, please feel free to reach to us if you want to go to a particular room. We have our whole team helping out to go to the rooms for the events you want. So we'll always be here. You can always reach to us. Thank you.
Avinav, please post a broadcast that all of you name yourself with your college name and after college name. Like that. Broadcast.
At first name and then after college.
First name and then after college.
Good morning once again, viewers. We have events happening in different breakout rooms. You can access breakout rooms from the Zoom window, from the bottom bar of the Zoom window. And once you click on the icon of the 4 squares, you'll be able to see different events lined up as in different rooms. So you'll have a join button beside it. Once you click on the join button, you can enter the room. And if you face any difficulties in joining, you can please reach out to us. We will help you join the room. Thank you.
Adin, are you here only? Adin?